Hello again, guys. I'm really sorry about that. You may have, I've not added myself to the first 5 minutes of this conversation. So thanks a lot. Who's it that's messaged me? One of my English school staff has messaged me to say that I needed to add myself. So hopefully you can see me now, guys. And we can, I've been talking to myself for 5 minutes. We can pick up from here. I'm doing a focus with you about marketing. Okay. What I'll do is I'll just put this back to the start. This focus is going to be about marketing, and we're going to talk about describing a marketing campaign, advertising vocabulary, and modals and semi-modal verbs. Okay, and right, let's get into it. The first activity, guys, is I have a large list of popular logos. Okay, logos are the little image connected to a company that you use to identify the brand. Okay, so in the comments, guys, I want you to tell me if you know any of these logos. Can you tell me the letter and the name of the company? Okay, off you go. Okay, here we go. Okay. Okay, so here we go. Michaela said, "Hi, Michaela, and I come from Busto. Nice to meet you, Michaela. Okay, great. Okay, it'll be nice to work with you. Tanai, nice to see you too. Okay, here we go. So Lorenzo is saying A is Oreo, and he's correct. A is Oreo, guys. Okay, Claudia, you're correct. B is Coca-Cola. That's very good. And C is Subway. That's also correct. Okay. Hi, Robbie. I hope you're good. Okay. Michaela said B, Coca-Cola. That's perfect. So we've got Oreo, Coca-Cola, and Subway so far. Okay. E is Hard Rock Cafe. Let me see. That's correct, Claudia. Well done. E is a Hard Rock Cafe. Does anyone know what D is? Michaela, F is Amazon. That's correct. Very good. F is Amazon. Oh, shit. Just dropped a load of water on myself. G is Dev, Claudia. That's correct. G is Dev. Okay. H is Intel. That's correct. Well done, Lorenzo. Okay. So what are we missing, guys? Right, we've got those. Intel is great, Michaela. Well done. Okay, so we're on to the bottom lot. Okay, Michaela, I is Burger King. Yeah, and that's I. Okay, that's correct, Lorenzo. Well done. Okay, so what about L then, guys? L is IKEA. That's correct, Claudio. Well done. Great. Okay. And M, Lorenzo, is Audi. That's correct. Very good. Great. So we've got one more, guys. And finally, N is BBC, Claudio. Well done. That's very, very good. So we've got them all. I'll just give you the answers. Maria, that's no problem at all. Don't worry about it. Okay. So here are your answers. We just started, Maria, and what we're talking about is some famous brands, and we've been matching the picture to the brand. Okay. So there we go. Now, oh God, I was water on myself. So what we are going to try and get into today, guys, is the difference between brands and the type of marketing that they do. Okay, so let's use some examples from this slide. Okay, if you look at the Audi logo, that's no problem, Maria. If you look at the Audi logo, can anyone describe to me what it actually is? What is in the picture for Audi? Anyone know? What's a physical description? 3 circles, very good, Maria. Okay. What material are they made out of, do you think? Anyone know what material? 4 silver circles, very good, Lorenzo. Okay. Yeah, so really, 3 rings, great, Greta, very good. What we're looking at is maybe metal of some kind, silver, great, okay. We've got 3 silver rings, okay, or I think it's 4 for I don't know. Anyway, let's make a comparison between that and the Dove logo, okay. What does the Dove logo show? That's an easy question. Greta, silver is great, well done. Eliza, hello there. Yes, Greta. The Dove logo is just a picture of a dove, okay? It's just a picture of a bird. Now, my point, okay, is if you could use some adjectives, a golden bird, perfect, Lorenzo. If you could use some adjectives to describe this bird and to describe the rings, what adjectives would you use? That's right, Masha. That's very good. So I'm looking for some adjectives for either a bird or for. There we go. That's great. Okay. So Robbie is saying a dove is free or pure. Very good. Okay. Anything else, guys? Something precious and strong. Great. Now I guess that's for Audi, Lorenzo. Okay. Soft. Great, Claudio. I guess that's for Dev as well. Lorenzo, great, Lorenzo. Okay, great. Okay, give me one more, guys. Anything else? Something clean. Yeah, that's very good, Greta. Yeah, great. Okay. So that's perfect. The point I'm trying to make, guys, is that if you think about the adjectives you used, they are connected to these products. Okay. So the Dove product is for soap. Okay. Soap is clean. Okay. It is pure. It is soft. So the logo matches the product. Okay. In the same way, an Audi car is maybe precious, it's expensive, right? What were some of the other Audi adjectives we had? Let me see. Precious and strong. They're great adjectives for a car. Okay, so you can see that the adjectives you've used to describe the images match the product. Okay, and this is very intelligent marketing, and that's what I want to talk to you about. Okay. Exclusive, I love it. Yeah, like silver is a precious metal, Lorenzo, so it's an exclusive metal. Okay, very, very good. Okay, so guys, let's move on to something a little more interesting. Okay, very good. Well done. Precision, I love that, Giovanni. Precision is great as well. And I want you to use these words when we go through today. Okay. So what I've got for you here, guys, is some words connected to advertising and marketing in English. Okay, the title, the lingo. Lingo is a slang word that means typical language. Okay, so maybe a more formal word for lingo is dialect. Okay, so marketing dialect is marketing lingo. Okay, and for our next activity, what I'd like you to do is try to match the words on the left to the definitions, okay? So off you go, guys. Write the answer in the comment box, okay? Excuse me. That's right, okay. Coughing live on the internet. That's perfect, Lorenzo. And Masha, a slogan is a memorable phrase. Okay, very good. Great, okay. Something else, guys. Give me another one. What about a billboard? Lorenzo, a billboard is a large display for advertising. That's exactly right. Yeah, Robbie, you're correct. Very good. Okay. Okay. So what about a campaign? Great, Eliza. That's right. For a billboard, yeah. Maria, a campaign is a course of action to promote a product. That's fantastic. Well done. Yeah. There you go. Endorsement. That's a good one. What's an endorsement, guys? A campaign's a course of action. That's correct, Robbie. Well done. Excellent. Okay. Claudio, a jingle is a tune designed to be easily remembered. That's exactly right. Well done. Okay. So we've got our jingle. Okay. Francesco, a coupon is a voucher for discount. That's exactly right. Well done. Okay. That's right, Maria. Okay. Lorenzo, endorsement is giving one's approval or support. Okay, that's very, very good. Well done. Okay. And that's it, guys. That's all of our answers. So there's our coupon and there's our jingle. Okay. So give me 1 second. Okay. I'm going to ask you some questions about each of these things. Okay. Now, a slogan, as we said, is a memorable phrase. Does anyone know any? That's correct. Very good, Eliza. Does anyone know any memorable slogans in English? Do you know any English slogans? That's very good, Eliza. Okay, just do it, Nike. Okay, very good. What else? Very good. Oh, these are great, guys. Okay, so Robbie, because I'm worth it, I think that's L'Oreal. Is that right? Okay, very good. Chinzia, what else? That's an espresso. Very good. Okay, it's like a quiz for me. Eliza, yeah, it's the phrase is actually "I'm loving it." Okay, I'll write it in the box for you like this. Okay. Now we actually say it like that, but "I'm loving it" is actually grammatically incorrect. You can't say that. Okay. Love is not a word where we use an ing. Okay, we cannot use the ing form with love. It's something called a state verb, guys. The correct way you should write it is like this. I love it. Ah. The next time you see McDonald's, guys, you'll know that the grammar is actually wrong. I'm loving it is grammatically incorrect. Okay. So what else I got? Lorenzo, just do it is Nike. That's great. Okay. Great, Robbie. Yeah. Okay. Very good. Mattia. Thank you, Mattia. It's my birthday today, everyone, and I was not going to tell anybody, but thanks a lot, Mattia. Anyway, okay. Elisa, because you're worth it. Very good. Excellent. Well done. Okay. Great, guys. Well done. So let's think about an endorsement. Okay. Thank you, Masha. Thanks a lot for that. Okay. Great, Michaela. That's very good. Okay. Thank you, Robbie. Right, Matthias started something now, but thank you guys anyway. Thanks a lot. Okay. Thank you, Lorenzo. Thanks a lot. So, an endorsement, guys. Can anyone think of someone who has endorsed a product? An endorsement is usually when a celebrity says that they like a product. Can anyone think of any advertising where a celebrity says they like a product? Thank you, Eliza. Thank you for that. Anybody? What else has got a very famous endorsement? Nespresso has a famous endorsement. Okay, so let me see. Is it a jingle because it's grammatically incorrect? That's a great question, Greta. Um, yeah, I guess it is. We have something in English and probably Italian called artistic license. And what that means is when you are not grammatically correct, but you do it for artistic effect. So maybe McDonald's are happy that the grammar is incorrect because it's like a jingle, like an artistic statement. So that's probably why they are happy with it because it's a memorable phrase. Okay. Michaela, Apple. Is that connected to an endorsement, Michaela? It always endorses the process. There we go. That's a great example, Robbie. Well done. Okay. Okay. That's all. Now, what about a person, Michaela? What about a person that gives their approval of a product? Anyone else, guys? There we are. Poetic license, Greta. It's the same thing in English. Okay, we say poetic license or artistic license. Okay. Give me one more endorsement, guys. I'll move on with you. Anyone else got one? What about food products? It could be cosmetic products, anything you want. Nobody's got any more. Okay, fair enough, guys. I'll leave you alone with that one. I'll move on to something else. So, we mentioned one jingle. I'm loving it as a jingle. I'm not going to sing it, but Fiat endorses electric movement. That's okay. There we go. That's what we want. Is we want people. Ronaldo endorses Head and Shoulders. I'm not sure. Yeah, that's exactly right, Robbie. Okay, endorsement is usually with a person, and that's right, Maria George Clooney for Nespresso. So it's a person when a person promotes something. Okay. Okay, very good. A jingle is a little song connected to some advertising, like the little McDonald's jingle. But I'm not going to sing for you on screen, guys. I'm sorry. So. Uh, Okay, there we go. That's great. That's great. You got it, guys. They're great examples. Well done. Okay. Okay. So what I'll do now is I'll move on to the next screen. Okay. Um, the next screen is going to look at some modal and semi-modal verbs. Okay. So first of all, guys, what I'd like you to do is try and give me a list of any modal verbs that you know. What modal verbs do you know? We're going to look for some modal verbs. Here we go. Okay, so Mattia's got will, shall, could, and can. Very nice. Okay. May, might. Great. Okay. Can, could, may, should. Great. Greta. Well done. Okay. Should and would. Great, Masha. Very good. Okay. Have to. Great. Okay. So, guys, you've got really good knowledge here of your modal verbs. Okay. Sorry, guys. I'm just. If I press these buttons, can you see? Can you see the comments that I'm? Oh, I don't know what I'm doing. Okay. Anyway, what I'll do is, I think if I click you. Ah, okay. Okay, so that's great, guys. You have a lot of these. I think you've got all the ones I want to talk about. So what I will do is I'm going to make a list for you in a nice sequence that I think is easy to manage. Okay, so the lists I'm going to put for you are can and could. I'll write these in the comments for you guys. Okay. Might and may. Will and would. And must and should. Okay, and I'm going to give you a little explanation as to what these mean. These are the foundation of modal verbs, and then we'll get on to more. Okay, great, Lorenzo, very good. So, what can and could mean, guys, is ability. When I have the ability to do something. Okay, like I can drive, or I can't play guitar, something like that. Okay. The difference between can and might, lots of students have a difficulty with, and the difference is that can is ability and might is choice. Okay, so if I use might, then I can, I have the ability, but maybe I don't want to. Okay, I might go to the party. Now I can go to the party, but maybe I don't want to. Okay, that's the difference. That's right as well, Mattia, in that the difference between can and could is the past, may is the past of might, and would is the past of will. Okay. As you know, guys, will is a type of future in English. And then what we've got at the bottom is must and should, and these are types of obligation. Okay. Must is the strongest obligation we have, and generally we use should for advice. Okay. So there were a few others mentioned that I'm going to write for you here as well. We had have to and don't have to. Now, what's the difference between these two phrases, guys? They're irregular. They don't match in significance. Ought to is great, so if you don't want to do something. Ah, very good. Great question, Claudia. Okay, so if I don't want to do something, I'll say I might not. Like that, okay? I might not. That's how you respond to that, Claudio. Okay. Robbie, ought to is a semi-modal verb, which is great. And we're going to do that next. Okay. We're going to move on to that in about 5 minutes. Okay. Now, the difference between have to and don't have to, guys, have to is very similar to might. Okay. Maybe at the moment, Mattia, no. Okay. If I use I have to, I have a strong obligation. I have to is very similar to must. Okay. But I don't have to means no obligation. Okay. I don't have to means it's not necessary. Okay. I don't have to wear a suit for work because I'm in the house. Okay. Something like that. Can is ability, Michaela. That's very good. Okay. So we've covered have to and don't have to, a strong obligation and no obligation. Okay. Finally, guys, I'm going to go through some semi-modals for you. Okay. So can you tell me some semi-modal verbs? Now, Robbie mentioned one. She said ought to, which is great. Okay. Great. So I've got ought to there. Eliza, ought to is great. That's very good. Had better, Michaela. That's excellent. We're going to do had better as well. Great. Okay. Must is just a modal verb, Greta, okay? So that's included in our modal verbs because it's one word, okay? Might as well, Claudia, that's great, very good. Might as well. Need to is great, Eliza. That's very, very good. Need to. Okay, great. Okay, so let's make a little list of these, okay? Ought to. Had better. There is amazing. Yeah, Masha, that's a great one. Okay. Might as well. Great. Okay. Okay, great. So one more I'm going to add for you guys is have. There we go, Michaela. Just beat me to it. Have got to. Okay. There we go. So I'm going to talk to you about some of this language. Okay. Now we use ought to for social. Can't speak. Social obligations. Okay. A social obligation is maybe not my personal opinion, but it's the opinion of the majority of people. So you ought to say please and thank you. Okay, it's normal behavior. You ought to wash your hands. Okay, this is normal behavior. It's not a personal opinion, it's everybody's opinion. We use had better and also the negative had better not to talk about a situation where there is a negative consequence if you don't listen to me. Okay. Had better is this sort of idea where if you don't listen to me, then something bad will happen. Okay. So it's about giving advice and showing consequence if you don't listen to me. Might as well is when it makes no difference. You have two choices and both choices have the same consequence. So you choose the easy one. Okay, I'll give you an example. My house is 1 minute by car to the school. Okay, it's 5 minutes on foot. But if I take a car, I need to park and pay for a ticket. Okay, so I might as well walk. There is no sense to use the driving option. I choose the easy option because the outcome is basically the same. It's when you have two choices that are basically the same, so you choose the easy choice. Okay. If I need to do something, it's necessary. Okay, it's very necessary for me to do. Okay, and finally, to dare to do something, okay, is to do something that generally is not a good idea. Okay, it's something maybe dangerous in some way. If I dare to do something, it's if I try something dangerous. Okay. So I've talked a lot and I've given you a lot of explanations to those words, guys. If you have any questions for any of that, write a comment for me. Okay. What I'll do is I'll move on to another activity now. We'll do the activity together, and you can also leave me comments about these words or questions. Okay. So what I have here for you, everyone, is I have a list of marketing phrases. Okay. Now, what we need to do in this activity is we need to choose the right modal or semi-modal to put in the space. You can see there's a bold word. Phrase one is might. Okay. The bold word is might. Now, we're not going to use might. We're going to change it for one of the words in the brackets, either would or should. Remember, it's a marketing campaign, so we want to be persuasive. So I want you to tell me, guys, there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 examples. I want you to tell me the right word in brackets to replace the bold word. Okay, off you go. Just a quick question, guys. Can you see the other students' comments? I can see all of your comments, but can you see them, or do you just know what I say? Would, if I use the new bubble screen, I would. That's very good, Robbie. That's correct. Okay. What would is showing is a cause and effect. Okay. That's great. Great, guys. Okay. I wasn't sure if you could see what people were writing. Perfect. Okay. Thank you for that. Thank you, Robbie. Okay. So, number one is would. Okay. We're showing a cause, use a bubble cleaning product, and would to show the effect. Okay. Great, guys. Thank you for that. Okay. So, number two, flat tires. You ought to go to Jimmy's Garage for unbeatable prices. Okay. So we've got some should. Any other opinions, guys? Are we confident we should for number two? Let's have a look. Need to. Now, the reason that is, guys, is should is actually correct, okay? There's nothing wrong with should, but what we're doing here is we are trying to be as strong as possible, okay? And should and need to are both advice, but need to is stronger advice than should, okay? Should is sure and need to is sure. So we're choosing the stronger option here, okay? Number three, if you wash with Lala shampoo, you can have more beautiful hair. And I believe you're all saying will, guys. And will is the correct answer. Very good. Again, this is about cause and effect, okay? Something I do and an effect in the future, okay? This is some conditional language also, guys. Okay, so what about number four? Now, must is the strongest. What do we think, guys? Is it must or need to? Robbie's saying need to. Greta's saying must. Must is a strange one. We'll see in a moment. Anyone else? What does anyone else think? Must is not appropriate. Now, this is what I'm thinking, Mattia. That's very good. Need to, Masha is saying. Okay, great. Let's find out. Okay, so let's talk about this a bit, guys, okay? Now, the answer on the screen is must. Camilla's saying need to, okay? What Mattia means, guys, is not appropriate, is that must is a very strong word in English, okay? We use must, exactly, Robbie. Must is maybe a bit rude, okay? Now, marketing is a strange concept because obviously we must be persuasive, but must is very direct, okay? So maybe for some people it's too direct. So really, for me, must and need to are both okay. For me personally, I think must is a little bit strong, but it depends on your advertising campaign. Exactly. Now we use obligation, Mattia. We use obligation in marketing, but it depends how strong you want to be. So Eliza said number five is will. Robbie's saying will. Great. Because it's only wait for needed in a exactly. That's exactly right, friends. Okay. It is will, guys. This phrase is conditional language. Does anyone know what number conditional this is? Will is correct, Masha. Very good. Which conditional is this, guy? 0, first, second, or third? What do you think? Any idea, guys? Mattia's doing number 7. For healthy teeth, you should use minty bread. Okay, okay, good. Greta, that's correct. Okay, that is first conditional. First conditional is when we talk about a potential situation in the future and the result of that situation. Okay, if it rains, I will take an umbrella. Okay, that's great. Very good. Now, Mattia for number 7 is saying, what do you say? Ought to. Okay. Anyone think have to? Remember, ought to is like a society obligation. Lorenzo's saying have to. Claudio's saying have to. Let's find out. Okay. Okay, so we've got have to here, guys. Again, these words are flexible in that they're not necessarily wrong. For example, if you choose ought to, but you are showing something different, okay? If you use have to, it's a personal, direct obligation, okay? Whereas if you use ought to, you are talking about something societal. So it really depends on the perspective you want to show when you use these words, okay? Great, guys, that's very good. Does anyone have any questions about any of this? Maybe you're all good. Okay, give me 1 second. Great, okay, cool. So, guys, right, what we're going to do for the last 10 minutes, I've got a nice activity for you to finish, okay? Mattia, could you give us an example with today? I knew you'd ask me something like that, okay? Okay, let me think of a good one for you. I'm going to write it down for you, okay? At the moment, don't dare to go outside. What that means is I don't have the I don't want to go outside because I feel that it's a very dangerous situation. Okay, I don't dare is saying I have no intention, zero intention of going outside because I think it's a very dangerous situation. Okay, now I don't really feel that way to be honest, but to dare is to do something dangerous. Okay, if I use it in the positive, I'd say I dare to go outside. Like that. Okay, that's a present simple example. That's no problem at all, Mattia. Okay. So what I'm going to do, guys, unless there are any other questions, is I'm going to get us on to a nice final activity. But I want some really good ideas from you all. Okay, so let me just share my screen with you. Okay. Here we go. Okay. So what we're going to do, guys, is we're going to make an advertising campaign. Okay. I wish I could put you in groups, but I don't think I can do that. So what we're going to do is maybe together we're going to think of some ideas. Okay. You and your business partner, now you are all my business partners, are pitching your new product to a group of investors. Okay. Masha, she wouldn't dare go out alone there at night. Exactly, Masha. That's very good. It's a very dangerous situation to go out there alone at night. Very good. Okay. So, as I said, we're going to design a product together, everyone. Okay. And we're going to pitch. Now, what pitch means is when you give a presentation, a business presentation, particularly if you're looking for investment. Okay. If I give a pitch is when I give a business presentation. Now, Lorenzo, we're going to decide this together over the internet, okay? So first of all, guys, what we need to do is we need to think of a product, okay? In 1 minute, I want us to decide what type of product we're going to sell, okay? Let's just think of some ideas. Michaela, I have a slow PC and I that's no problem at all, Michaela, don't worry, okay? So let's decide on a product together that we're going to sell, guys. If you can't think of one, I'll choose one for you, okay? I've just realized I can block people as well, so that'll be good to know in the future. A hamburger. Oh God. Great, Mattia. I love it. Okay. So, right, we're going to do that. Mattia's first, and that's a great idea. Or perfume. Perfume, very easy to find. So, okay. Now, I like both. Let's do a perfume. Okay. Now, Mattia is using the word aftershave, guys. Okay. An aftershave is what we say in English. It's a perfume for a man. Okay. Perfume is feminine and aftershave is masculine, but it's an identical product. Okay, one is for a man and one is for a woman. The function is the same. Okay, so what we'll do is let's invent a perfume. I'll write it down. Okay, a perfume for a man or woman. Okay. Okay. So first of all, guys, we're going to make a perfume for a man and woman. Can anyone think of a good logo? Exactly, Greta. Okay, that's why I didn't go with a hamburger because I thought there'd be some veggies in the group. We'll do a veggie burger next time. Anyway, let's do a perfume for a man or woman, guys. Has anyone got any logo ideas? Now think about it being symbolic. Okay. What can you have as a logo? You know what, guys? If it's easier, you can answer any of the 4 questions. Okay. That's great, Robbie. I love it. Okay, here we go. Eliza, great. So, Robbie, for a man, I have a slogan. Water is for boys. Aftershave is for a man. I love that. That's very good. Okay, that's great, Robbie. Very good. A logo with flowers. That's great, Eliza. Very nice. Let's try and answer any of these 4 questions. Okay, so we have an idea for a slogan, and we have an idea for a logo. What about a celebrity endorsement, everyone? Can you think of anything? A logo with water and 2 guys. That's nice. That's beautiful. Okay. Exactly, Masha. We also have Eliza loves Robbie's slogan. Yeah, exactly, Masha. We have unisex perfumes, so we can design one. Okay, that's great. What about a celebrity endorsement or a statement about how the product will improve your life if you buy, if you wear? Okay. Any ideas? Slogan made for us. That's pretty good, Mattia, because that includes everybody. And that's it's neutral as well. That's very, very good. Great. Okay. So what about a celebrity endorsement, guys? Can you think of anybody? Nobody. Nobody can think of anything. That's okay. That's no problem. What about one phrase then, guys, on how the product will improve people's lives? Why will this perfume improve your life? Orlando Bloom and Katy Perry. Jacqueline Phoenix? Now we're talking, guys. Okay, these are great. Difficult question. Not that's okay. I'm not either, Greta. That's fine. The main character from 300. What's his name? Gerard Butler, Robbie. His name's Gerard Butler. Okay. He should be Gerard Butler. He can be our celebrity endorsement. Great. Give me one statement, guys. Why will this perfume improve your life? That's a great choice, Gerard Butler. Okay. If you buy this perfume, you will. Would you like to be more special taste it? Now that's great, Mattia, but you don't taste perfume, okay? To taste is to eat something, and I wouldn't recommend eating our product, okay? If the perfume is for both sexes, Camilla, the testimonial can be a gender fluid, and that's a great idea. And this product improves your life because you don't have boundaries. I love it. That's a great idea. For Musa, that's great. Now we wouldn't say for remember, we say to remember. We don't use for with a verb, Musa, in English. We use to play, to go. Okay, for is the Italian. Eliza, if you buy this perfume, you will find love. That's a perfect phrase. Robbie, you will win every battle on your way. Gerard Butler. Perfect. Very, very good. Great. Okay. Everyone, I'm going to have to stop now because the lesson is just coming to an end. Okay. We have 1 minute, but it's been really great talking to you all. Okay. We did a lot of language connected to advertising today. And in the middle of this focus, I described lots of modal and semi-modal verbs to you and their meaning. Okay. Now, if you missed some of this lesson is actually recorded onto our YouTube channel. And in about 10 minutes, you can go back and you can watch it all again. So if you missed an explanation, you can go back, guys. Okay. So I'm going to go now. It was really nice talking to you all. If you buy this perfume, you will purify your soul. I love that, Lorenzo. It's incredible. I'll get going. We'll have another 8 to 10 focus starting in 10 minutes, guys. Thank you, Eliza. That means a lot. Okay. Thank you, Robbie. Thanks a lot. We'll be back, guys, in 1 hour. So we'll be doing another 8 to 10 focus for you at 5 o'clock. Okay. So hopefully I'll see some of you then. Thanks a lot and see you later.